Hello everyone. I welcome you all to today's webinar, which we are conducting on large part metrology solutions. My name is Akash Pant, and currently I am heading digital marketing department in Geo Informatics. As some of you know, Geo Informatics is very well known for its precision measurement solutions in both form of services and selling of high-end metrology solutions. But in our today's webinar, we are going to be more focused about large part measurement in respective of industry, whether it's automotive, aerospace, large plants, or any industry which heavily produce large parts. So today, as you can see on our screen also, size matters. Today we are only and only focusing on large and large parts. As we say, from tip of the needle to submarine of 100-meter plus, we can measure and do precision measurement of any kind of part, right? So I think, Sanjeev sir, now we can continue with today's presentation, followed by Q&A session at the end of this webinar. Also, I would like to tell our audience, you can drop your questions in Q&A section, so we can answer all your questions at the end of the presentation. You can take over from here.
Yeah, thanks, Akash. I will just switch my screen. Just give me a second. Akash, you need to keep guiding me whether I'm
Right.
audible,
Yes, sir, you are
etc.
audible. You are very much audible.
Perfect, perfect. Very good afternoon to everyone who is giving us time today. I will take a couple of minutes. Of course, today I am the person who will be talking to you guys for almost 30 minutes to 45 minutes. After that, we'll have a QA session. Geoinformatics, from a journey of 22 years, have grown from Delhi to, let us say, Chennai. We have offices in Pune, Bangalore, Ghaziabad, which is our head office, Hyderabad, Jamshedpur, Chennai. Why it matters? It matters because wherever the industry is, we need to be present physically there along with our technical team. So I can only say so. The organization, whether they are from Trivandrum or from, let us say, Jammu or from Punjab or from Karnataka, we are able to serve them because of our availability. This is a small slide giving a message why we have taken a name Geo. As I said, as Akash also said, some of you know Geo, some of you know may not be knowing Geo Informatics. Geo name has been taken or stolen from geometry word. Geometry is a word which we all study when we are in 8th class. And from that time till 12th class, we go through many, examples and many equations and try to understand the role of geometry. At that point of time, we never think geometry is going to play such a bigger role in our mechanical line or in our metrology line. So geoinformatics does a lot of things with reverse engineering, a lot of things with inspection. These are our two main domains. Well, 22 or 25 years, practically, we have gone from one domain to another domain. For example, quality management, services, automation solution. And today we are supporting more or less all the manufacturing organization in our country where precision matters. When we say precision matters, when you want to measure parts with micron precision, with sub-millimeter precision, or sub-micron precision. So we are in that domain. Well, as Akash was mentioning, geoinformatics have some strengths. One of our strengths is technical. We are more a technical driven company rather than a sales driven company. When we say technical driven company, we provide solutions. For example, today we are only and only talking to very small niche of large parts. So I'll be talking on that. Our technical team is our strength, which is department. Our automation team is our strength. Our sales team is our strength. Our engineering services our strength. And of course, our digital marketing team is our strength. Of course, apart from that, there are other supporting departments which are, of course, going to be always useful. Well, little bit image of our company, our people. My name is Sanjeev Gandhi. I'm running this company from last 22 years precisely, but I am in this domain or in this line, particularly the large part line from almost 33 years now. And of course, you can't run a company without a very good team. So I have a young, vibrant team and a mix of people from various cities, and we work together. Just small glimpse about the company. When we use a word called you manufacture, we measure. What does it mean? It simply means we are a measurement company. Let us say today I see organization from windmill manufacturing, from large submarines, some government organization, some aircraft manufacturing companies. So you all are manufacturing something. What we do, we help you in doing precise measurement. So that is our tagline, you manufacture, we measure. Can we do all whatever I'm talking, whatever I'm bragging, whatever I'm claiming? Can we do it alone? Unfortunately, in metrology field, no. We have to have some foreign partners. We have to have some very specialized organization besides with us, along with us, behind us, who are from other countries with whom we are working. In this journey of 22 or 25 years, we are now partnered with around 15 to 16 large organizations from various countries, and they are our partner. Are they our exclusive partner? Answer is depends. Most of our partners are exclusive with us. Some of them, of course, have like us multiple partners. So today I'll be focusing more on my partner Hexagon, which is very known for very large measurement. Today I'll be focusing on, of course, High QA US, which is a very large company from US working with Boeing, etc. I'll be focusing on Microview and so on and so forth. Well, like you, today you are there. I have customers from electronic industry, from FMCG industry, from medical industry, from aerospace industry. I just want to stop here for a second on aerospace because today aerospace organization are participating in this webinar. Uh, Government, HAL, NAL, or private one, Boeing, Tata Technologies, ThyssenKrupp, BrahMos, L&T, without forgetting, are some of our customers. Like that, we have a long list. Defense is, of course, again, a large part manufacturer are our customer. Education, we can't forget, IITs are our customer, etc. So I'll be now changing my slide from here so that I can focus on today's topic. Akash, hope I'm still very clearly audible.
Yes, sir, you are very much audible to us. We can hear you.
With this little introduction, what Akash started, size matters. Well, size matters for you because you are manufacturing. Size does not matter for us because if someone from medical industry come to us with a needle, for example, Hindustan syringes, we are able to measure that needle, whether the tip of the needle. On the other hand, when we talk to Hindustan shipyard or when we talk about Goa shipyard or L&T who are making large submarines, we are working with them. So size matters, but for us, size does not matter. End of the day, whether it's a needle or whether it's a submarine, it is a physical object having a drawing or a CAD, and we should be able to measure that drawing using drawing or CAD very precisely. That is what our job is. As I said, webinars is basically a knowledge sharing, trying to understand each other, Today we took a topic which are generally people avoid because most of the organization cannot measure very large part. But since we are able to measure from a tip of a needle to a large 100-meter plus part, so our topic today is only on large volume metrology. In today's team, the people who are attending, if some of you are from a small parts, please don't mind. Be available. We can answer your question as well. As I said, part is a part. But focus today of me is going to be on the large parts only. When we say large part may have a small gear which require very small measurement, very precise measurement. For example, in a windmill, you have a gear, and that gear is not that large, but still require very precise measurement. So we work with a company called MicroView. It's a US based company, and they are known for such kind of machines. Excel is a machine which is specially meant for large part measurement. Today, if I claim who are using such kind of machines, organization like solar panel builders, because their solar panels are little bit large, so they are using such kind of machines. Organizations like who are making TV panels, like LG, like Ikoria, like Samsung, such kind of organization they are using it. So when we talk about microview video mining machine or VMM, we are basically talking about optical product, non-contact technology, capable of measuring small part within the large part with a high precision. What is that high precision? We are talking about always microns and sub-microns. I am just right now introducing the machine. I'll be coming to the application surely during my discussions. Second, just keep in mind, as I said, we are fortunately, you want to use a word which is from my side, or unfortunately, because these are not make in India. These technologies, these my partners are coming from various countries. Microview is a US, HiQA is another US company. What we do with HiQA? All of you know the drawings or the CAD. These drawings or the CAD are backbone of our manufacturing. What we do with the help of HiQA US, we provide QMS, quality management system. With the help of that, we are able to do ballooning, be it 2D drawing or be it 3D CAD model, or we call as the MBD, model-based definition. We are able to do automatic ballooning. We are able to do inspection process defining. We are able to do data collection from as basic equipment like vernier and as complicated equipment like a CMM or a VMM. We have a real-time data analysis. We do have supply chain management, which is the need of the day. All of you are, or all of us are, not working alone. We are part of a network. We all have our own vendors. Even a relatively small organization like mine, we also have vendors. We are vendor to many of you. We also have many vendors. So we all have to work together. So HiQA is an organization help us in automating the drawings, automating the shop floor data collection, help in doing APQP documentation without touching Microsoft Excel. Kindly mind my word, without touching Microsoft Excel. APQP, 80 number of Excels, all of us do, but to totally today with Excels. This organization help us in getting rid of Excels because Excels cannot handle large data, unfortunately, as of today's environment. And data is increasing day by day. So I discussed microview machines, vision system. I little bit discovered the high QA. Now I am touching industrial scanners. Scanning is becoming a very common. What is scanning? Like you scan a piece of paper and this become a PDF file. Similarly, the physical object like this, a rim, when you scan it, this will become a from physical object to a digital object. Again, whether it's a defense part or a large mold of a turbine, or let us say a large defense tank, we are able to scan it and make it as a model. All these technologies are from Hexagon. So this is my partner. Hexagon is a multi-country equipment. This equipment is made in Germany. On the other hand, this equipment is made in US, etc. Another company, Wenzel or ZG now, we are talking about a handheld scanning, which is very common. Now, another technology which I'm coming or jumping right now without touching the application, of course, application I'll be touching once again. LMI is a company from Canada doing lot of automation related thing, measuring the parts with the help of laser sensors. It can be a point sensor, it can be line sensor, it can be a snapshot sensor. Just give me a couple of minutes, I'll talk about the application, of course. Tracker, very, very important for large part. As I said, today theme is large part. So laser tracker by Leica or by Hexagon now. Hexagon took over Leica. Since I worked directly with Leica for 17, 18 years. So that is the reason I belong to your line in precisely. So I'll be talking more of a lot of application. Of course, Roma RAM or Hexagon arm are some of the application. One of a very niche product we call as a gap and flush from a very niche company from UK called Gap, the third dimension. Very popular for measuring scratches on a large part. Very popular in measuring very small bend radius on a very large part. So this is a small tool, but can be used for very large part. You all remember, CMMs are generally meant for shop floor. Of course, shop floor CMMs. But shop floor CMMs are also designed nowadays to measure large part. When your shaft is 10 meter and still you want to maintain GD&T with the accuracy of 10 micron, 10 meter, 10 micron, is it possible? Very, very difficult. But some organization like Itaka is an Italian company. They have proven that even large part on a shop floor can be measured very high with a high precision. So these are some of the glimpses of that company. When we talk only about the hardware, it is not justified. Software plays a very important part. So we work with, of course, we are software independent. But if I have a choice to give you a software, we work with VeriServe. It's another US based company which works with the trackers, arms, laser tracker, etc. Okay. As Akash also mentioned, we do services as well. What does it mean? Sometimes you have only one part or maybe two part or five part. Why you will be investing into 1 crore rupees technology? In that case, you can just call us. We will bring man and machine at your site and we will do such kind of work, inspection and reverse engineering. We have a full-fledged team in various cities capable of doing such kind of things, including site inspection. When we say site inspection, you can see some images. My team members are doing some kind of turbine inspection, some kind of metro slabs we are scanning at Chennai, some large fixture we are trying to measure, etc., etc. We do laser tracker rental and inspection services. What does it mean by rental? Sometimes your organization have people, but machine is not there. We can rent you the machine along with the engineer or without engineer. Both are surely possible. Well, I will stop here about just talking about only technology and technology. Let me talk to you now. Let me talk to you now about our solutions. Give me a second. Okay. Akash, since I've switched the slide, I hope everything is still smooth.
Yes, sir. Everything is audible to us.
Okay. When we say plant, now I'm talking about the application, I'm not talking about just the machines or the hardware or the software. When we say plant, what does it mean? It can be a cement plant, it can be a oil and refinery, it can be a NTPC's power plant, BHEL's turbine plant, it can be any plant, sugar plant. Let us take a sugar plant. Such kind of plants have a lot of assets, and these assets were made in China, unfortunately, or Russia, or some other countries. And those guys or those countries never gave us technology to maintain that. So generally, these plants do not have drawings, do not have CAD. Due to that, they are not able to maintain after using 20 years, 30 years after today. So most of the plants have opened up their own departments, which they call as a some organization call as a engineering department, some maintenance department, some automation department, etc. So what they do, they try to make drawings of these parts. If you see my this small screen, from old part to new part, if you have a old part, we can scan the old part. From the old part, we can make a 3D model. From the 3D model, we can create a 2D drawing. We can generate a tolerance, which of course is a topic to discuss later, material testing, and understand the manufacturing process. And finally, it comes to you as a manufacturer, and you produce a new part. So our organization can play a very big role in making new parts from a old part without depending on any country. And we have proven we are one of the government of India. I should not use word selected, but I should say recommended agency. And we do a lot of government work, be it NTPC or BHEL or many other government organizations. Aerospace industry, some of you are from surely aerospace. Thanks to Make in India, a lot of things are making in India now. For example, recently new helicopter plant was inaugurated in Bangalore, in Tumkur, and a lot of things are happening now. So thanks to all these things, geoinformatics is playing a very big role in working with HAL, NAL, Tata Aerospace, of course, Taneja Aerospace, which is the old name now, to measure such kind of large part. If you see in this slide, this is a slide from a Google. You can't take a picture inside government uh, controlled organization. So this is a Google photograph. So solutions in aerospace industry, what we can provide, again, as I said, size. If you see here, size doesn't matter to us. Be it a wing or be it a fuselage or be it a engine part. All are different size, all are bigger size, small size. Our organization is capable of giving you solution irrespective of the size. So what we do for Make in India, we do drawings, we do 3D inspection, we do reverse engineering. Reverse engineering is a not a bad name at all. Reverse engineering is simply means I need a drawing. I do not have a drawing, I can create a drawing. So process is reverse engineering. Because in a normal engineering, first is a drawing and then you create a part. But in today's time, you have a part, you are creating a drawing from a part. Surface modeling, irrespective class A, class B, inspection of large frame, etc., we are able to measure. As I said, my partner, Hexagon, we work with them. They are our partner for many years now. So we work with the laser tracker. So I'm going to spend some time on the laser tracker and going to show you some astonishing pictures. And you may be wondering whether we had done such kind of work or not. We had done serious work in our country. I can name not everyone, but I can name some of them. You know very well when you talk about defense or shipbuilding or submarine building, you sign up NDAs, but still certain things are allowed to talk. Here, what you see is a large hull, and in this large hull, you need to measure the large part. What you do with the help? What you do with the such kind of large part? Can you put on a tripod and start measuring? Answer is no. There is a technology where you can do non-contact without going on the top. I can scan the whole structure. So we have technology now handling such kind of large structure. You can imagine how big the size is. Such kind of thing we are talking here. This is our strength. So we are able to capture such kind of large parts without touching, non-contact. Of course, I shouldn't use the word only non-contact. Many places we have to contact as well. These are the decks where a lot of strengthening elements are there. We need to go and measure that. This is what we do with the help of our technology. When you talk about shell, be it for refinery or be it for submarine, That is not rolled in one go. That is rolled as couple of uh, couple of segments. Then you weld those segments. After welding, does it still remain a cylinder? Practically no. But how much is out of cylindricity or out of circularity? You need to know because you need to correct that before you start using it. This is what our strength is. We are able to capture as big as 8 meter, 10 meter, 12-meter shells sitting horizontally or vertically. We are able to capture that with the help of laser tracker, thanks to Leica, thanks to Hexagon, and we are able to measure very, very precisely. All these things, what you are seeing is large parts. Is a hull for a large ship. And you see the hull also has a profile. It is no more a geometrical part. So we are able to capture all such kind of things very easily. What is that? This is basically a very large, for example, tunnel boring machine or a machine which is making our uh, tunnels for the metros. That also require maintenance. That also require at times measurement. What is that? Very proud to say, myself in alone had worked with the, for example, nuclear power corporation projects, BARC projects, where we had done a lot of large part measurement, standing like this on the center of the project and trying to measure. At that time, when I started my career 30 years back, at that time technology was different. Today, again, tracker handles all such kind of measurements very, very accurately. Here, what we are doing, we are measuring as built parts. We are trying to measure whether everything is as per the drawing or not. Since it's a circular part or cylindrical part, that is the reason you are standing more or less on the center of this project. As I said, here we are trying to measure many, many basic things, maybe direct 3D distances, but with accuracy. Now I'm just jumping into roller. Rollers are everywhere. There's a steel plant or a paper plant. Rollers need to be aligned because when rollers roll, they become unaligned after some years, after some months. So we are able to align these rollers. So if the rollers are not aligned properly, they will be non-uniform profile. The thickness will not be uniform because two rollers in between there's a workpiece and you are getting a thickness of the sheet which is coming out of that. That sheet is going to be used in a ship or a shipbuilding. If this thickness is not within the tolerance, you are going to get a lot of nightmares at the time of using it. Simple thing, master roller, the slave roller, with the help of such kind of machines, we are able to capture that. Billet, ingot inspection, which is another very normal thing. If you have a CAD, just scan it and compare with the CAD. If you have a drawing, probe it, or again measure using this normal thing. Defect measurement is also very important. There was a time when we had to live with the defects. We scratch. Today, in a fighter aircraft, after every landing, not every, maybe after some landings, they thoroughly check certain cracks, certain defects. Generally, when we deboard the flight, you see a guy with a torch trying to look into a engine with the help of torch. What for he does it? He just trying to see is there any small defect or fault which may have occurred during the sortie or during the flight. Such kind of thing can be captured with the help of gap gun very, very effectively. Just carry a tool and you can carry with that and try to measure with that. See, we talk about shipbuilding, submarines, aircraft. How about things like a windmill, which is the talk of the day even today, the renewable energy, be it solar or be it wind. Geo Informatics, again, very proud to say, working with more or less all turbine makers, be it LM, be it many other ones. I can name some, I cannot name some. So what are the applications? Applications are simple. You have a turbine blade, for example, or blade or a mold of the blade. We are able to capture that. For that, we use a laser tracker. Sometimes we use a CMM, or mostly we use such kind of large parts. For example, there is an organization in Gujarat who are making hubs for this, or the engine hubs for the blades. Here, the circularity PCD measurement we do with the help of another machine called portable CMM. On the other hand, such kind of blades require tracker, which is 960. We are able to measure in a single setting around 120-meter size we are able to capture. So macro or micro measurement, blade measurement, mold measurement, blade pattern measurement, hub measurement, tower alignment, and micro with a size is small, gearbox measurement, generator, anometers, and small component of yaw assembly we are able to capture. As I said again and again, I'm repeating, size matters, but for us, size does not matter. Maybe I'm trying to talk on the size as a product size and application. As I said, generator or a small component we are able to measure. Such kind of large blades we have measured within our country multiple times, and thanks to our customers, we are able to give them the CAD profile wherever it is required, all the dimensions with respect to the root of the blade, and when the blade is supposed to be scanned or measured, you need to have a CAD. On the other hand, when you have a mold, mold is made from two parts, upper and lower. Then also we have a different way of measurement. Talking like me right now easy, but when my team members work, they have to sometimes climb up. They have to sometimes, be at a very difficult place, and then they have to measure such kind of things. For example, all of us know who belong to windmill industry. Such kind of blades produce a lot of white powder. So you need to be careful for the machine as well as for you when you are measuring it, because this white powder can go into your equipment, not only in your breath. Both the thing you need to be careful. So I'm saying technology is there to measure very fast, so that you need not to be there for more time, so that your measurement can be done in a lesser time, still with the accuracy. This is one of the thing called twist distribution and profile measurement. So we are able to capture with the help of laser tracker with a scanner and comparing with the CAD. This is a mold, and we are able to capture a lot of data out of that. This is a hub, and here the machine component. Here we have to measure flatness very, very properly, PCD very properly, the root very properly, because the blade, the root of the hub of the blade is going to attach here. Sorry. And eventually it is going to be butted together. Conventional application, the tower alignment or the verticality checking is very simple application, what we used to do earlier with the help of total station and all. Shaft measurement we do with the help of that, gear measurement, etc., etc. Some of the names, some of you are participating today. CMMs, of course, CMMs also required for many times when you have a contact application. I was talking about VMM. This was a VMM from microview, which I was telling. We use both VMM for a very precise part. We use portable, and we use fixed CMM. So our organization fortunately have access to all the technologies under one roof, and we do not try to do everything with the help of same machine. Laser tracker can surely measure half a meter part, but is it designed to do that? Answer is no. On the other hand, CMM can measure in bits and pieces 10-meter part, but is it designed to do that? Answer is no. So our organization do not force technology. We are based on the application. So these are the laser tracker which I was talking to you earlier. Okay. So I will stop here. If I take another 5 minutes, then I will leave 15 minutes for the QA. I just want to open one more presentation. Give me a second. Just to show you the pictures. When the size is a part, for example, this is a car, this is a turbine blade, small part, large part, casing of the turbine. Again, for example, this is a water turbine, and we are able to capture a very, very precise one. Kindly note, sir, these pictures may be Googled one because sometimes we are not allowed to take pictures. Sometimes pictures are from our own work. But intention to show you all this picture is these parts what we do every day. For us, these are the parts we work every day. Metros are going to be very, very popular, and Vande Bharat and all these names you have understanding every day. Geo Informatics, again, very proud to say, we have scanned multiple Vande Bharat engine size areas thanks to our customers both at Chennai. These are some of the equipment available. This is the train. Of course, this is again a Google picture, not from India, but we are able to capture the large coaches very accurately. See all these things. The circularity, the what they call as it is not a circularity, but the smoothness of the outer exterior surface we are able to capture because these trains need to run at a higher speed. Large large part blade we are able to capture. I'm just showing you the application, which I have showed you earlier also, just to give you the feel. Steam turbines, for us, very, very important thing. Geoinformatics serves around 12 NTPC plants, or rather 898 NTPC plants for such kind of things. Wind energy gearboxes, large hydro turbines, large shells, gas turbines. You see the laser tracker sitting next to the thing, next to this. Laser tracker sitting on a very large tripod. Handheld scanner. This is a handheld scanner trying to scan the things. Another handheld scanner. Technology has gone very, very advanced now. Thanks to that, we are able to do a lot of work with good accuracy at the shop floor. This automated solution, it means trying to reduce the manpower so that instead of having 5 people sitting on the shop floor doing the measurement, can one person can do it? Can robo can do it? Of course, yes. This is what our strength is in today's time. And if we say integrated solution, it simply means combining the technology, combining robo with LMI sensors, combining robo with the hexagon scanner. Such kind of things are very, very popular nowadays. Popular means it is happening. This is all. This is all from my side. Talking to all of you about applications, talking to you about equipment and our capabilities.
Thank you, sir, so
Kash,
much for this great presentation. Now, I would like to ask our audience if they have any questions, they can put up in Q&A box so we can answer all those questions related to this. So, sir, we can wait for at least 5 minutes if there are any questions, so we can
okay.
straightforward go to Q&A box, right? Meanwhile, I'll just drop a message in Q&A box so you can understand where you need to put the question. Sir, we have one question from Mr. Mukesh Kumar. He is asking, can you briefly explain the handheld scanner measurement?
Yep, surely. As I was talking, slowly handheld scanners are becoming very powerful in terms of accuracy and speed. And of course, the third thing is easiness to use. When you are in a very difficult place, like at a height, you want to measure or you want to scan something very, very fast without losing the accuracy. In that case, handheld scanners plays a very important role. We used to work with a company called ZG. It's a Chinese company taken over by Hexagon now, and we are having access to such technology. We ourselves have Hexagon. We ourselves have a ZG scanner, and we have done multiple projects using this scanner. I do not have videos right now for you to show, but it's available on the Google as well. But I can only say it is very fast, very easy to use. Only compromise as of today is the quality of the data and the accuracy. Still, it is lesser accurate than the other scanners.
I hope Mr. Mukesh got his answer. Sir, we have second question from Mr. Omkeshwar Verma. He is asking, helicopter blades are flexible in nature. What is the possible measurement solution?
It's a very important point. Since this blade is flexible and large size, it has to be put on a fixture. Before scanning, we need to put on a fixture. Otherwise, there will be a sag. So we have done couple of projects where we have scanned the whole helicopter. At that time, intent was when we scan a whole helicopter with the blades, intent was to just see the whole model as a CAE, computer aided engineering. But if I have to do the quality check of the blade, we need to put the blade on a tool and then scan it and compare with the CAD. You are absolutely right. Blades are very flexible and you cannot scan it without putting on a fixture.
I hope Mr. Omkeshwar got his answer. Sir, like we can wait couple of more minutes if there are any more questions, so we can answer it. Sir, we have one more question from Mr. Mukesh only. He is asking, do you have solution for rivet inspections such as pitch and edge distance and mechanical defects?
Okay. Uh, if I understood you, riveting is very, very common in aerospace, and every rivet must be flushed. So we have a equipment called gap and flush, which checks the complete rivet. If you allow me, maybe I can look into one small slide because we have 5, 6 minutes available. I will show you that as well. Just give me a second. I'm sharing my slide. sorry, screen, just to answer your question because I do have that. Is this visible?
Yes, sir, it is visible to us.
Okay, this is from our HAL Nasik, and this is a rivet, and this rivet is flushed together on a wing, and with the help of gap and flush, I was showing you this equipment called gap and flush. Just shoot a laser on the rivet, and immediately we will get how much is the flushness. Flushness means the distance between the wing and the rivet which is protruding out. So we are able to capture that as. So this is very important application in aerospace for the rivet height calculations. Example, here you see some rivets and some scratch. We are able to capture the scratch as well using gap and flush. It's an old slide. It's an old I'm showing you very old report. It is called GapGun Pro 2 now, no more GapGun 3. So this equipment can measure the scratch as well. So answer to your question is, sir, very much. We are able to calculate rivets height. We are able to calculate the defects. And defect has a definition. What is the defect definition? Defect means how much is the width and how much is the depth. For example, on a fighter aircraft, scratches are always there. A bird hit make a small scratch, but that scratch may be not harmful at this stage, but may become harmful if you are not attending that. So immediately someone can capture the width and the height of the defect and and then take the next action. Answer your question is, sir, yes, we have that technology as well.
Sir, Mr. Mukesh is also asking, this is for CSK rivet head. Can it be used for bucket side dimension?
Can you repeat the question, sir?
Sir, Mr. Mukesh is asking, this is for CSK rivet head. Can it be used
Okay.
for bugged side dimension?
Honestly, I do not know this because maybe we can have a one-to-one discussion, a little bit seeing the how it look like. So, Mukesh, we need to have a small discussion whenever the time permits to you.
Mr. Mukesh, I think we can, schedule a one-on-one session also for this, so we can understand your problem and give it to you the right solution for that. That is how we can proceed with that. Meanwhile, sir, we have another question from Mr. Manish. He is asking, can you show some CAD drawing output for reference, showing dimensions and tolerance of measured part?
Yeah. Which means which drawing which we have created, right?
Right, sir.
Okay, just give me a second. I'm just trying to bring out for you one drawing. I'm sharing my screen again.
Meanwhile, I had shared my email ID and phone number, so you can directly contact us and book a session, one-on-one demo, whatever you like with us. If you have any particular problem that we can solve for you, definitely we can have a look into that. Yes, sir, you can continue.
if you see here, these are some of the parts. This is, for example, one of the part. Just to show you. For example, I'll keep going. We have done many work, real work. I hope you will be able to see here. For example, some of the drawings I want to show you how it look like from our side. Let me zoom this. For example, this is a shaft and this is the manufacturing drawing. We also provide material information if customer give us, otherwise we have to do material testing. So this is one of the drawing I'm showing you, which I can easily show you. As you know, drawing also have certain restriction to show. But this is one of the drawing I'm showing you guys, which we make it after scanning and modeling. This is all drawing which we have created. We can give you PDF files of the drawings and the part. These are basic drawings. This is a child part drawing, but we also create very complicated, I will say, drawing for what we call as assembly. For example, you see here the complete, like say, turbine disc. We are able to create a complete assembly drawing, including the child drawing. For example, this is a uh, part of a engine. We have done the scanning, modeling, and drawing creation. So drawing as well as the 3D CAD model. We are working in NX, Design X, NX, many time Creo as well. So we are able to give you all these parametric associated drawings with all manufacturing information. I hope I answered that question to you, sir.
I hope, Mr. Manish, we were able to answer your question. So, sir, that's it. I think we had almost covered all the questions, and it's almost 4 o'clock. So, I think we can wrap up this session. And thank you, everyone, for attending this webinar. And if you have any questions, then you can, of course, mail to my ID that I had mentioned in Q&A box, or you can directly call to this number that I had mentioned in Q&A box. So, like, if anyone want a one-on-one demo, or they want to, specifically do a session for any kind of product, or they want a solution, they can definitely reach out to us. And thank you, everyone, for attending the session once again. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for showing us the presentation and doing a very well session for us. Thank you.
Thanks from my side, and thank you so much for everyone who joined us. And we will be keep doing such kind of knowledge sharing session for benefiting
Right,
each
sir.
other.
Right,
Thank you.
sir. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Bye.
Bye now.